Hi, Vinny Livoti here, Tech Support Enabling Devices. Welcome back to our frequently asked questions section, and we are talking about communication devices as one of our next sections. And one of the FAQs is, what is an augmentative communication device? Basically, an augmentative communication device is any type of device that allows a user to relay information or messages who is nonverbal, such as our 7-level communication builder, which we have here, and I'd just like to show you an example.
Bears walk on all fours and have very thick fur. Penguins live in the North and South Pole.
Augmentative communication devices can be used for the simplest, relaying everyday tasks or needs to a caregiver or therapist, as well as many other functions. The frequently asked question is, what are levels and how do you use them? A level is basically, when pertaining to a communication device, a level is basically a retained of set messages. And our example is our 7-level communication builder. This actually has 7 levels and there's different configurations, but right now, for answering our question, this is an 8-window frame. I've recorded 8 individual messages on here. This would be considered one level. On the back of this machine it has a dial to change from 1 through 7. Which you can see here, and you select that, and each, for level 1 I have selected this recording just to show you an example.
Bears walk on all fours and have very thick fur. Monkeys live in trees.
Okay, so that's a level, that's one set. So now if I take out
Bears walk on all fours and have very thick fur,
my overlay and put in another picture frame in here, I would change my level to another level location, which I've already pre-recorded these messages. Turn the machine back on.
This is Jimmy and his dad. I would like to have a snack.
So basically, a level is a retained set of messages, and this machine has multiple levels, so you can go back and go in between the different levels for depending on what you're trying to use the device for, whether it's for daily activities or for going on a trip somewhere. You can record your messages. And one important note regarding levels, when choosing a communication device, keep in mind that different communicators that do offer levels, they all have different amounts of level choices, where some may have more than others. So when making your selection, please keep in mind what the goals are or what the use is going to be for that communication device, and pick your device accordingly. One of our other frequently asked questions is, what would cause my 7-level communication builder, when it's in playback mode, to play a portion of the message only or completely cut off the message? Batteries, batteries, batteries. 99% of the time it's a battery related issue. When your batteries are weak in your communicator, a common problem when the batteries are weak would be messages cutting off midway through playback, or if they're extremely weak, maybe just getting a clicking sound, or the machine is completely dead. So the most important thing to do is, if your machine starts to do that, the first thing you should do is replace the batteries with a brand new set of alkaline batteries. Do not use any type of heavy duty, rechargeable, or any other type of battery. Just use a good brand alkaline battery. And I'll just show you an example of what would happen if the machine was running on weak batteries.
Bears walk on all fours and have...
This is exactly what would happen. It would cut off in the midst of your message. And if it was a battery issue, as soon as replacing the batteries, the message should play in its entirety. Another frequently asked question, I've misplaced my instructions for my communication device. Can you provide me with a new set of instructions? That's easy. 90% of our products that have instructions are available on our website, which is www.enablingdevices.com. All you would need to do then is, in the search bar on the upper portion of the website page, the home page, type in the item number or item name, hit the go button. It will bring you a selection of results. Depending on what product it is, you may have one or multiple results. Select your appropriate item, click on the link. It will open up the product page. You'll see a picture of the product that you're referring to, a description, and if there is a product manual available on the right hand side, There will be the user's guide in the download section. They are PDF files. You can either just view them on the website, or you can also save them to your computer and print them out for later use. Another frequently asked question: what is somatosensory? What does it mean? Somatosensory refers to the 5 senses. It's comprised up of your receptors in the 5 senses of our body: touch, taste, sight, hearing, and smelling. A lot of our devices that are somatosensory geared focus on the 3 main receptors, which would be sight, sound, and touch. Another frequently asked question is: some of my students in my classroom continually knock their devices off their tabletop or lap tray from their wheelchair. Any suggestions on how to prevent this? Very importantly, when you have somebody a student that will be particularly want to throw or clear their tray, if the device allows it, you can either use a clamp, some type of C-clamp, or some Velcro apparatus to secure it to the tabletop or lap tray to prevent the user from knocking the device on the floor. This will protect your product and also help to teach the child or the user not to do that.